Listen, every trip has its thing that happens that makes it much more memorable. And obviously, the bigger the trip, the more things are bound to happen. So, this being our honeymoon, only makes sense that one of us gets sick, right?
It's medicine official.
Well, what if we both get sick? What if we're in Bali, Indonesia, a tropical paradise? What if one of us gets so sick that the doctors have to visit our hotel room to treat for an IV infusion? Here's a story where I got so sick on my honeymoon that I couldn't move or eat for 2 days, only to later get in a fight with a monkey on a beach. That's a story for next video. I think I maybe ate something weird. I don't know if I'll keep this in. I ate something weird probably. I don't feel that good right now. But to start, we find ourselves waking up early on a cool morning in Ubud, Bali. We are starting off this cool morning. Maybe it rained last night, I don't know. But it's very, very pleasant outside right now.
I know.
Going to a cooking lesson that Kai set up, but it's early in the morning.
It's not my fault.
It's early in the morning.
Hey, always working hard, I just got it in my jeans. Think so much, I think my brain is burning calories. I'm mostly quiet, but I'm always wildin' when I drink. To you it's fantasies, but to me it's just last week. I don't never stress, none of that shit from yesterday. At 9 I got a date, told her that she could pick the place. Don't tell me we're the same, little bitch, this is night and day. I thought we wasn't Bali, shit feel like holidays.
Started the cooking class is visiting a traditional market where people wake up at 4 in the morning to, and I was complaining, get their foods.
My life is starting to look like a completed bucket list. You know you want some trouble if you're gonna know I exist. I've been winning and I know that's what you hate to see. I feel like I'm 6 foot tall whenever you stand next to me. Yeah, my schedule's packed, I got a pool I haven't swam in it. Like, yeah, I'm on a date, we watching Parasite, she loving it. Like, hey, yeah, hey, I like to keep my dates affordable. Like, hey, yeah, hey, that's why I got on Forbes' article. Like, hey, you like to hate, but you can't walk a mile inside my shoes. I'm schooling all these rappers, but I never went to school. You say you rolling deep, those numbers bout to get reduced. I came from Indonesia, but inside I never moved.
Every corner we have a different color letter, yeah? Also different color, we have different meaning. Like the red one, this is symbolic for the fire. The white one, symbolic for the water. The black one, symbolic for the wind. Symbolic for the fire, water, wind, and love. Yeah? But for the young coconut, this is good for the drink. And then the old coconut, this is good for cooking. We use for making coconut milk.
Jackfruit tree right in the plaza.
If you don't put in porosan, we don't call offering, just flower fast empty without meaning. Because this is very, very important. Similar like your body. Yeah, very important. For making sauce, number 5, for ginger, not 5%. If you don't have a fried peanut, you can use the peanut butter. Put in 1, 2.
I know you have more anger than that. Let it all out.
and calamansi, small one.
What is this?
What are you cooking?
Chicken curry.
And so I got sick. I can't tell from exactly what, but it knocks me out of commission for 2 full days. It wasn't the class's fault because cleanliness and professionalism were very important aspects to it. We washed our hands constantly, and the problem was that not all of us were chefs in that class. And so I suspect that it was because we accidentally undercooked some of the items in the class that I fell sick. And it was definitely luck of the draw. Out of kindness, I'm not going to include the name of the class that we took. I really don't suspect it was the class itself. I think it was just I had bad luck that day. Probably the toughest part of getting sick on your honeymoon is that we had big plans. We had a trip to go through the mountains of Bali to an area that I was really looking forward to called Kintamani. Both of us were looking forward to that trip so we could experience the islands at a much deeper level. And unfortunately, I had to cancel both days because I was so sick. Kind of the funniest parts of me being sick will show up later in the video of why I couldn't leave the hotel room. Coffee time.
My hair is so frizzy.
We're so sleepy. We slept for 2 hours?
An hour and a half.
After the cooking lesson. And so now we're here for coffee.
And a panini.
And a panini.
And then it's almost dinner.
It's dinner time.
It's 5 o'clock. So after this, we'll probably walk around and then look for dinner.
But the cooking class was really fun. You might not be able to hear me very well here, but very fun. And I ate something weird probably. I don't feel that good right now. We had a good time doing it. So I was looking up Hindi text and history, and we got a panini, and holy smokes. Oh god, I can't focus. It says panini there. I'll just show you guys. It's like a whole complex. Because right to the right, there's spirits. So, well, yeah, this is the bread. And then they have a store across the street. And then I think the clothes also look like it's part of their store. So we, a monopoly of this block. We picked up some coffee. The Ubud Center Market. We got the microphones on, but they're not working. The receiver's not working. But we're in the Ubud Center. It's really busy on this street. This is the street our hotel's on. But we're about to go into one of the main arteries where there's a lot of cute shops and restaurants. So we didn't check this place out yesterday. Now we're checking it out today. We hear traditional music. Wait. Traditional music, what's your guess is happening?
Oh, one of the dances.
One of the dances?
You?
Pokemon convention. Rainy morning in Ubud today, but it was a complicated one. I had to have some IV injections for some Bali Belly. Kai had to make calls for me to get a doctor to come visit. We got doctors and a nurse to come visit our room because I was not in walking to a clinic shape. And I still don't feel 100%, but I'm on my feet, and that's much better than I was when we woke up, huh?
Yes. He couldn't even sit up. I was trying to get him to sit up to drink some water or eat some bread or something.
Yeah, I was
And
like
at least he's walking.
moaning and groaning. So I had a 100-degree fever. I still am a little bit feverish, but I got lots of injections and IV electrolytes and multivitamins. We're gonna try to make a day out of today, but I'm ready to take a nap. This time we went up the hill from our hotel, and maybe we'll walk back down. Maybe not exactly what the doctor ordered, but for Kai, she gets to go all out. I want one. I want one of those. We just found like a gallery space and creative store.
You should do yours here.
Yeah, that's true.
Have everyone fly over here.
Who knew there was so much stuff up the road? Made it back to the hotel in one piece. We finally made it to our roadblock, aka I was not physically capable of recording any more footage. Me getting lunch, that was a lie. I was definitely against the doctor's orders, but I knew the battle was fast approaching and that I needed nutrition. So when I think back to that night, I cannot believe how much worse I was from that morning. I had intense fevers, cold sweats. I couldn't seem to get warm in 85-degree tropical weather. I had to sleep with towels as extra layers, which I would then sweat through. I really don't know how Kai slept through that night. It was all a blur. The next day rolls around, or at least I tossed and turned until the sun came up. I can't remember. But as Kai's trying to motivate me to get back on my feet, hey, it's a new day, you're feeling good, I realize, oh, yeah, today's much worse. So we have to call the doctors again to visit our room for another round of IV infusion. And this time they run tests to see the strain of bacteria that I have, which involved taking a blood test, and it was like molasses. I was so dehydrated, which stunk because water was like the one thing I actually could handle. And to save you from more in-depth grossness, the results showed that this was a particularly nasty strain of bacteria that is not typical to the usual traveler stomach bacteria. And I would actually end up needing to re-prescribe the stronger antibiotic upon returning home to get that mofo out of me. But Kai, hi Kai, decided to make the most out of her time in Ubud, something I'm super happy about.
Hi, I'm Kai.
Cerita usah engkau berduka, hujan telah menghilang.
I had a couple of days to explore Ubud on my own. So I was able to kind of check out some of the markets, do a little bit of shopping, go to a coffee shop, and then the biggest thing I did on my own was go to the Monkey Forest. And this was something I was actually pretty nervous to go to. Because we had some friends that had warned me about how crazy some of the monkeys are, and so be careful with some of my belongings and what I bring in. Honestly, the monkeys at this monkey forest in Ubud weren't too bad. There was just one monkey that I saw go into someone's backpack. They were a little more tame actually. They let some of the kids like feed them, and we're just kind of like walking around minding their own business. forest itself here was really nice. Tame monkeys, really fun, and I highly recommend you check it out if you ever visit Ubud. And scene!
Bali, honestly, is a bit confusing in that culturally rich tropical paradises aren't always such a long flight from Los Angeles. And so being so sick, so far away from home, only leaves spaces to wonder, why Bali? But this experience that I can only expect will happen again because I am not afraid of trying new foods is honestly one of the most memorable stories from our honeymoon. A story that Kai and I are able to laugh at and cherish along with our more pleasant, easygoing memories. Why Bali? Well, my extended tummy ache led to the only regret we have on our trip, the epic road trip that we had planned through the northern part of the island. And the only sensation I have is that we have to go back. There's no fear or discomfort of trying the food again, just the urge to experience the lush, gorgeous nature that inhabits the island once again. When I shut my eyes and I think of Bali, I think of how stunning Ubud was, especially at our hotel. In my restlessness, I got to hear the birds and the sounds of the forest. I got to watch the sunshine, a tropical, true green. I heard the restoration of a nearby temple, which later turned into fire ceremonies at night. And I got to listen to the rush of the river melt into the buzzing of scooters. Why Bali? There's nothing like it. I'm Michael,
I'm Kai.
and this is our honeymoon in Singapore and Bali.